So anyway, my hand accidentally pressed the stop button there. Yeah, but I was just saying that with that first baby, the rooting was not great, and it really, and I think a poorly rooted baby can actually be valued at much less than a well painted hair baby, in the market. I've actually seen some painted hair babies go for $5,000. It's pretty incredible. There's one artist. Her name is Joanna Short. I've admired some of her work. She sells her babies on eBay on auction, and her babies go for thousands. Like one of her babies, and she just does painted hair. It looks incredibly real in the photos. So I think at the end of the day, it's all about realism. If you can paint a really, really good head of hair, and sometimes that can look better than like rooted hair, then more power to you. And it probably takes a little bit less time too, which is nice. But yeah, here are Emily and Jenna. I wanted to show you the two of you, show the two of them together. And you can see Jenna, actually this cloth thing, it doesn't show too badly. So I'll probably just leave her in this outfit. She looks really cute. They're both the Saskia sculpt, but it's so interesting that I think I commented on this in one of my other videos. Like Jenna's left eye looks a lot bigger than Emily's left eye. I don't know why that is. It does just looked a lot bigger. So I don't know if there was and if you look closely at the sculpt, it is truly bigger. I don't think I don't think I'm imagining it. I think if I were to take a ruler and measure it, it really would look a lot bigger. So I'm not sure why that is, but yeah, they're the same sculpt. And they're both second edition Saskias as well. So I find that very interesting. And yet another example of the same sculpt looking very different, because these two babies look very different. I think so. But back to my thoughts on painted hair versus rooted hair. I think if you want more of a toddler look, rooted hair is definitely the way to go. You can see the way that Jenna's hair is done. It definitely is a little more like she has a little ponytail. She feels a little bit more of a toddler to me, almost like she could be like a 6-month baby. Or 6 months is not a toddler, but she could be like a 1-year-old, 1-year-old kind of hairstyle. Whereas Emily, her hair is short, shorter. I mean, it doesn't look short when it's painted, but because it's painted and you don't have the length, she definitely looks more baby to me. So if so depending on like what look you're going for, that can be also another influencing factor of which one you choose. But I personally really like both. I think I overall do prefer rooted hair over painted hair, but as an artist, as a beginning artist, I've rooted one head of hair for baby Malcolm, who, by the way, we did give to my family friend, and she absolutely loves him, so she's totally thrilled with him. So I'm very, very glad that he has a new mommy. But gosh, his hair just took forever. That was really, really tiring and just took so many hours to actually root the hair versus when I paint hair, I can paint hair in like a day or two. And that's even with like many, many different layers. And I use air dry, so it's a little quicker too. But yeah, but rooting hair is just so much work. I think the result can definitely be well worth it, but it's such an investment of time. I have been noticing more and more artists these days deciding to paint hair versus root. And some artists I'm noticing who have rooted hair in the past are choosing to paint hair. Like Mary Anderson, I've noticed like with this baby, she and a lot of her recent babies that she sold, they all have painted hair. And I know that she's in the past has rooted hair and has sold babies with rooted hair, but it's such a time investment and time commitment that it's interesting. I am noticing fewer and fewer artists these days are doing rooted hair as kind of a par for the course. And it goes back to also when you're running a reborn business, you have to look at how much time it takes for you to make the doll and what price you can get, and can you really end up charging a lot more for rooted hair versus painted hair. Sometimes you can't charge more money for rooted hair, in which case rooting starts to feel like it's not as worth it because of the additional time. And I might have mentioned this in one of my other videos, but to paint entire dolls start to finish can take like 30 hours, and then if you want to root, that could take another 30 hours or 40 hours, and so that could literally double the time. And then not to mention, rooting is just really, really hard. It's hard on my hand. I remember the first day after I rooted, my hand was just like hurting, and maybe I wasn't holding the rooting tool right, or I wasn't doing something right, but it was just aching and in pain. So that's just another thing to consider. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys these two little cuties dressed up for 4th of July. So happy 4th of July, everyone. And I hope you guys stay safe. Hope you enjoy the holiday. It's so nice to have a holiday here in the middle of the summer. I know I really appreciate it personally as well. And so, but yeah, I do hope that you guys all stay safe and have a very safe 4th of July. Enjoy fireworks. And I will see you guys on the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'd love to hear your comments on rooted hair versus painted hair as well below. All right. Thanks so much. Take care.